Hello, my name is Bonnie DeCasey, and today I have two reviews for the book A Face from Uranus, Correspondence Between Ted Burr and Henry Bellum in 1943 to 1945. This book was edited and published by my friend and collaborator, Lenny Pinna. The first review comes from Ingrid. She says, amazing story in letters. I found out about this book from a YouTube channel that I watched for fragrance reviews. However, there in the background was a beautiful book, and I'm always on the lookout for new books. I looked it up, and wow, what a surprise. A story told during World War II about a young man who wrote to a best-selling author and got a response and a friendship and guidance. It is a peek at real life and real issues that you never get to know about because let's face it, who saves all these letters and who has the opportunity to get the letters sent back to you? I loved it. And now I'm going to read King's Row. Thank you so much, Ingrid. The next review is from Love to Shop, and she says, a must read. I highly recommend this book. It's both compelling and enlightening. It shares a friendship through letters between Ted Burr and author Henry Bellum. In these letters, Ted shares what it's like to be a woman in a man's body in the early 1940s. It's a book about friendship through letters. Thankfully, these letters were carefully preserved as it gives you a personal perspective into their friendship. This review, along with Ingrid's, also have a personal connection to myself. So Ingrid talks about a YouTube channel where she saw this book in the background. That YouTube channel is actually mine. I'm actually Queen of the Girl Geeks, and this book does sit on my shelf behind me as I'm filming. This project has become so important to me over the past year that I've been working with Lenny. Lenny's actually been working on this entire project for 23 years. I knew Lenny 23 years ago, along with Ted Burr, who is the man on the cover of the book. And I got started working on this project again back in April of last year. And it has been an honor for me to work with Lenny in getting this project out. So if you're brand new to Ecclesia Arts, I highly recommend that you kind of look around the channel a little bit. There's a lot of different pieces of content. So for example, there is a movie that Lenny produced 23 years ago called Letters to Uranus, The Hidden Life of Ted Burr. And that is actually the elder Ted Burr, Ted in his 70s. It's a wonderful film. Lenny is actually filming this docudrama in real time, and Ted is talking about finding these particular letters that are in the book. Then, of course, there is the book, which Rona and Ingrid are talking about in their reviews. If you would like to pick up a copy of Face from Uranus, it is available on Amazon and Barnes & Noble, and I would be incredibly honored to read a review if you'd like to read a review for the book. And then there is the third piece of this project, which is called In the Name of Jamie Wakefield, Too Pretty for a Boy. And that is actually the 6-part limited edition TV series that Lenny has just put on YouTube. In addition to the 90-minute pilot, Lenny is also continuing the story in the second and third episodes. He's actually gotten up to episode 3, part 2. So in order to understand this entire story, I recommend you go in order for the TV series. So that would include watching the 9-minute producer reel that gives you an overview of what the pilot is actually about. If you're interested in the content that is in the producer reel, I would continue on then to watch the 90-minute pilot. You'll get so much more information. There's a lot of classical music, the score. Lenny plays 25 different characters in the pilot, both male and female. And it is a wonderful piece of production that I just am so incredibly excited to be a part of, because it's happening right now. So after the pilot, Lenny knew that he couldn't recreate that 90-minute episode in episode 2. It would just be too complex. It did take over a month to film that 90-minute pilot. So what he decided to do was continue by doing dramatic readings. So episode 2 is now up. And then episode 3 will be coming soon, and Lenny will continue doing these readings. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to me read 2 more reviews for the book A Face from Uranus, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.